Okay, everybody, it's a little project we're going to work on today. I built this pressure washing trailer, and it's too heavy for this little trailer. So I got a 14-foot trailer that I'm going to put it on. So what I'm going to do is, instead of rebuilding the whole bracing to hold everything, I'm going to weld some lifting eyes. They're good for like 1,600 pounds each one on 4 corners. And then I'm going to cut it like right here. Same way right over there, cut. And then I'm going to go around and just cut 2 inches down on all these. And then I'll go back once I move this piece off to put on the other trailer. I'll go back and put some square tubing on there to make another top rail back on it, and then probably just end up selling this little trailer for something. Just try to get some of my money back on it, because it's I got like this Hotsy. It's welded on, you know, tacked on, that toolbox tacked on, all the reels are tacked on or welded on. It's just, I don't feel like rebuilding all that. So let me get set up, and we're gonna grind these. And then I haven't used my MIG machine. My wire was getting bad on it, because if you don't use it and cover it up, it gets rust on it. So I'm gonna try to use my MIG. If not, then I'll end up stick rodding it. So it don't bother me to stick rod stuff. I know the MIG's faster, but it is what it is. So let me get this all set up and get this ground, the paint ground off of it, get everything set up, and then I'll get back with you. Got a piece here, we're gonna get our machine set. Pretty good right there. Something happened here. Must have got a rough spot or something. Not welding as good as it was. Alright, there's that one. When it started popping real bad like that, I just turned the bolts up a little bit, so the wire speed was a little bit too fast for the bolts that I was, or the amperage that I was welding. So whenever the wire comes out and kind of sprays, then your wire speed's too slow. Whenever it starts popping real bad like that, then your wire speed's too fast. So if you just adjust, leave the wire speed like it is, and if you can use either the amps to adjust that, or you can adjust the wire speed. But the heat, I need a little more heat anyway, so that worked out pretty good. Let's go over and do this other one. See when it's popping like that? So I need to turn my wire speed down or turn the volts up a little bit. So I'm gonna turn up a little bit more. But it's also those, the D-rings are galvanized. So that could cause it to pop too. That, and it looks like I got a little piece of crap galvanized on my tip right there. You see it right in there. I don't know if you can see it or not. See it right there? So that's making the wire not feed out good. So let me get my pliers. I got some nozzle dip around here somewhere. Let me try to find it. Okay, this is nozzle dip. What this does, this helps it coats the nozzle and the splatter doesn't stick to your tip or to your cup as bad. You don't have to dip it all the time. And it works better whenever it's hot. But you can always sling off a little bit of the excess. Let's see how this does. See all that popping? I need to turn my amps up a little bit. That also could be my wire. Like I said, my wire is old that's on there. So if it's got like spots of rust on it, it makes it hard to weld too. That was a little better. There's a lot of factors in what'll make that spit and sputter like that. You know, the surface not being clean, the wire being bad, a bad tip, amperage. So you just got to kind of play with all of it till you get it to welding good. Okay, I got all of them welded on. So hot. I'm over here and get my nozzle dip. Got this one. This one. And then this one. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rig, put a shackle and a choker in there. My choker's hanging on the walls right here. And then I'm gonna drape one over each arm of the lift, and then I'll pick it up and then I'll cut the bottom part off and be able to pull it out from underneath it. So let me get everything set up and then I'll get back with you. Okay, I got it rigged up. I just use the 4 legs. So let's pick up on it and see what happens. Okay, that's all we need. It lifted up. So the next step is I'm gonna end up cutting, you know, like I said, 2 inches down all the way around. So that way I can put a piece of square tubing back on the top of that to make it a top rail. I need to disconnect that battery up underneath there too. So I need to get that done. Okay. Got some little tie wraps. So when I take all the negatives off, I'll tie wrap those. Take all the positives off, tie wrap those. All right, it's ready to be cut now. I was gonna cut those fenders out because that 2x2 square tubing's got to go across it anyway. So it's gonna kind of have to be like coped inside the fender. But I think it's got a little tack in the little corner there and over there. I think I'm just gonna get the torch out and try to cut it off. And then it should be freed up. Everything else is already cut. Well, there it is. All right. I don't have the other trailer here. I need to go get it and then bring it over here and see what I need to do to make this thing fit on there and weld up and be strong. So I'll be back in a little while. Okay, I'm back with the trailer. This is the little trailer, 14-foot trailer that I bought. It's a used trailer, but the guy just had it repainted. So I got a pretty good deal on it. Paid $1,500 for it. And what I'm thinking is I'm gonna have to clean up like all this extra stuff here. I'm gonna have to cut this off because I wanna set this lip and this lip is gonna sit right on here. It's gonna sit on this part here and right here. And then I'll have to weld in the back, probably weld a piece of square tubing across and then one more that way to catch. See, like I gotta cut this out right here so that'll go up in there. But then I need to weld a piece of square tubing across this way and across that way to kind of support that side. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and clean up all this. So I think it needs to be off of there. I see so many people on YouTube don't wear a face shield and protective stuff. Good example right there. These little cut-off wheels will blow up, and I've seen them cut people's face smooth open. So always wear a face shield, no matter what. Grinding with the 1/8 disc now. These aren't, they're still dangerous, don't get me wrong. They usually don't blow apart. You know, it will blow apart, it could, but not like these, you know, those thin ones I was using. Okay, I'm gonna show you what I got cleaned up, and then we're gonna I'm gonna turn the camera off. It's boring watching somebody grind, but so where it was welded at, the pieces I cut off, I just ground it flush. So that way it can sit. This here had a piece like this, and I ground all that off. That's what this side's gonna look like. So I'll get back with y'all as soon as I get that part done. Okay, we got it. What a mess. Look at all this. I got it all cleaned up all the way around. So I'm gonna sweep up, clean up a little bit, get my sleeves. Look at this. That's why I hate grinding. Yeah, terrible. So let me clean this up real quick, and then I'll get back with you. So the next step's gonna be, we'll take this, back the trailer up underneath it. We might have to block it up so we kind of see what we got going on. We'll get it sucked over to this side up in the front, and I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to stick rod it, because MIG don't do good through paint, and I don't want to just buff all the paint off of that top rail. So I'm just gonna, you know, like put welds so many spots, you know, around it. So I'll do that with stick rod. So let me get this cleaned up, and then I'll get back with you. Okay, I'm gonna try to back this trailer up underneath there. I don't have nobody here to help me hold that gate up, so I put a little furniture dolly thing underneath it. Hopefully it'll keep the gate up while it goes over the lip of the lift right there. So y'all keep an eye on that for me. Well, I guess that worked. I didn't hear y'all hollering or nothing. Sometimes it's kind of hard doing shit by yourself, but just got to think about it a little bit. You figure out a way to do it. So, all right, I'm going to get this thing lined up, So I ain't gonna let y'all, it'd be boring watching me. All I'm gonna do is just push the trailer back and then use jacks to get it over and then set that down, crib it up, and then try to get over here into this corner of the trailer. So, all right, I'll get back with y'all in a little bit. Okay, I got that corner cribbed up. So, see how I'm just gonna put some welds right there around the top, all the way around the front, like that. And then what I'll do is I'll run I'll get this leveled up, and I'll probably just go ahead and run a whole nother piece of square tubing all the way across from that side to this side. And then I'll put one in here going there to there. And that way it'll pretty much should hold it up. And then I have this 200-gallon tank, buffer tank, that I'll build a little frame right over the axles and put that right there. And then I'm wanting to get an 8-gallon-a-minute machine to put on here. And then I'll have the back still for storage and, you know, different stuff. If I need to go pick up, like, say, a 55-gallon drum of bleach or some degreaser or something. So, but yeah, I just had, it was just too much weight on this little trailer. And plus I wanted to get another, that's a 4-gallon-a-minute hot water machine. I wanted to get an 8-gallon-a-minute cold water machine. So it really needs a buffer tank. So that's why I needed to get a bigger trailer, but I think that's going to work out pretty good. Then I'll go ahead and mount the batteries back up underneath here. And I know a lot of people put everything down on the deck, but I kind of like it high like that. That way, for the simple fact that I can run my wires, my plumbing, all my stuff up underneath it. And it also puts everything up a little bit higher to work with and stuff like that. And then I took off my ladder rack off my welding trailer. And then I'm gonna mount it on here somewhere, somehow. I'm not sure. I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put that. So it's kind of, it was on a 12-foot trailer. This is a 14-foot trailer. So I'll probably mount it all the way to the back of the trailer, and then see where the legs hit up here in the front. Not the very front, because it's a 12-foot trailer. So it's probably gonna hit somewhere around here somewhere. So I might have to figure out something else, or just build another one, or just cut that one down and shorten it, or whatever I gotta do to make it work. So, but yeah, so that's pretty good. It's coming along. I like it. So I'm gonna probably not do it today, but I'm gonna go ahead and get this welded down, so at least if I gotta move it out of the garage to do something, then I can at least move it, you know, until I get the rest of the stuff on there. But yeah, that saved me a lot of time than having to rebuild all this stuff, cut all this stuff off and everything. So I think it was definitely worth it. So I might get rid of that 65-gallon tank too. There's no reason for it to be that high up there. Which, I don't know. That works with my soft wash stuff. So maybe I can just keep it up there. I don't know. If I got this 200-gallon tank, that's a freshwater tank anyways. So if I got a 200-gallon tank here, there's no reason to have that 65 up there. So that's probably what I'll do. I'll probably just take it off. All right, guys. I'll get back with you. That's probably about all I'm gonna do for today. You know, I'm here in Texas, and its heat index is like 108 degrees, so it's kind of hot. So I'm pretty much done for today. I'll get back on it tomorrow. Get with y'all.